Well, after the U.S. military took down that spy balloon, there are a lot of questions about what information its surveillance gear might have collected and sent directly to the communist nation. Let's bring in New York Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis. She is a member of the Congressional Taiwan Caucus. What are your primary concerns tonight, Congresswoman?
Well, look, it's clear, at least to those of us looking from the ground here, that this was a message from China to the United States and to our allies, Japan, to Philippines, to Taiwan, those in the Indo-Pacific, where we are strengthening both our economic and military ties, but it was also a test of the United States and the Biden administration. We are concerned that the administration took a week to respond, and we wonder if, had this not been caught by, a local newspaper on the ground, right, would have they even reacted in this way and shot down this balloon at all? And so it really begs a lot of questions. I was with a group of military veterans in my district earlier today, and they are surprised that they're shocked, they're disappointed that this president has not yet come out and addressed the American people regarding what has occurred here, because it is a scary thing for the Americans that are watching. They don't know what the intentions are of the Chinese. They don't know what kind of information was being gathered, but we know that this is a continuous threat, geopolitical threat that we're facing, with China purchasing farmland near military bases in Texas and North Dakota, with this type of surveillance taking place above military property. So it is a growing concern. I believe that the administration needs to address it both to Congress and to the American people.
Right. The president said that he gave the order on Wednesday to shoot down the balloon whenever it was safe to do so, and he left it up to the Pentagon, he says, to decide when that would be. Well, the Pentagon decided today. But they were tracking it for 4 days when it was over very sparsely populated territory in Alaska and Canada. They could have shot it down any time before now.
Absolutely. I mean, we cannot have adversaries violating international law, violating American airspace, and not taking action. This balloon should have never been allowed to enter the mainland. Once it was spotted above the islands of Alaska, it should have been taken care of then. But again, it begs the question, had this not been seen by Americans on the ground who are wondering what was this balloon that they were spotting, would this administration even have addressed it at all? Or would they have allowed it to just continue, gather information, then report back to China? So, this is a real growing concern about the foreign relations of this administration. We believe that many of the decisions they have made have been against the interest of this country, and they believe that they have also jeopardized our national security, our sovereignty, and it is really concerning, and we deserve to have answers. The fact that the president has not come out yet to address the nation is, I think, mind-boggling.
There are a lot of questions about whether the Chinese Communist Party has its hooks into the president's son and perhaps other members of his family. Is there going to be some kind of a congressional investigation into this incident?
Well, I think it's certainly going to come up in the oversight hearings that are already going to be taking place regarding the Biden family and the relationship that they have with foreign entities. We know that Hunter Biden has unsavory relationships with some of our adversaries, and I think that this is certainly going to be a part of that discussion now. And it is concerning to think that the president could potentially be compromised, that the family could potentially have shared our intelligence, our classified information with enemies. I mean, this is all, I think, going to be part of those hearings that Representative Komar and the Oversight Committee are about to be conducting. And it seems that there is a trail here, quite frankly. It seems that when you try to connect the dots, it seems that it is plausible that our president and his family is compromised, and that the son participated in activities that jeopardize the national security of our country.
It's some scary and interesting times ahead. New York Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis. Congresswoman, thank you.
Thank you.
More chaos at our southern border.